And I think this is where AI, I'm living in this interesting world where I'm trying to use technology, AI, to fight the negative impact of technology on us. So we're trying to use technology to make us more human. And because here's this one example that's very profound. So many young people now, their primary form of communication is text messaging. So they just send each other these text messages. When you do that, you have a lot of time to think about what you want to say. You have a lot of time to think about what that other person is saying to you when they write back. And in fact, a lot of our young people have developed this style of communication where they want that time. In fact, they think they need that time. They really ruminate over every message. They think about it super deeply. And now, when we push them to talk like you and I are, face to face, real time, they find that ridiculously stressful. The levels of social anxiety are really, really high. The reliance on asynchronous communication has made synchronous communication scary for them. And so that is how we connect. And that is a spiritual, we know that the more close social connections you have, the healthier you are physically, the healthier you are mentally. And it is the one clear predictor of happiness. If you have 4 or 5 people in your life that you truly love and that truly love and care about you, that is the source of happiness. I think of that, we can talk about that in scientific terms and as social connection. But when you think about those humans that love you and that you love and that you can trust and would do anything for you, that's a spiritual connection, right? That trust, the words like trust we use. I think of that spiritually. The people who I trust are special. There's something in that connection that you feel that tells you that person makes you safer, that person makes you happier. And I think that is a spiritual force. And I think it's one that's depleted right now. I think so many of our young people are missing that spiritual force. And that's why we're seeing anxiety as high as it is. That's why we're seeing depression as high as it is. And so I think it's a scientific example of how a spiritual force like human connection is so critical to our happiness and our existence. And so, what some would say, is that spiritual or is that not? In my world, that is. It's something that we can't define really nicely physically, but we know it's powerful and very important to our mental well-being.